course, dessert. And there's two parts to this dessert. We have a delicious cheesecake, but there's also a beverage, this part of dessert. So Mitch, show us what we're going to have to drink, sir.
Well, John, for dessert, we're going to finish off the right way with a cheesecake. And Erin was nice enough, Erin is, of course, one of our guests, and she was nice enough to prepare the cheesecake ahead of time.
Okay, for our relationship connection, which is about sauté is all about, for our final topic here and our final course, we're going to go ahead and throw it back. We got a cheesecake here, a fantastic cheesecake that it's so tasty. It's going to make you want to do things, maybe cheat on that diet. So we're going to go ahead and make this topic about doing things you're not supposed to do. A little taboo topics. Maybe like, you know, you just broke up with somebody and you want to hook up with somebody a week later. Is that good? Is that over here, Eric, who's got a story for us here? Let's go to him and talk about a little taboo.
Well, it was I remember it was Game 5 of the 2009 NLCS Phillies Dodgers.
Awesome.
We won that game.
That was an awesome
game. Great game. Going to the series. So I'm out. I'm at this bar in PJ's in Cherry Hill. I'm out with a friend of mine at the time. We were working on Fridays. We're out. We're smoking cigs. I see this one girl. I see the girl I'm currently hooking up with some other dude. That's often like right in front of me, blatantly right in front of me. So I took over to our friend, our mutual friend. I also work with her. I'm like, do you see this? Do you currently see this? But I was looking over, like, yeah, like, blatantly hooking up with this other dude. So one thing leads to another. I say, all right, we'll go inside, watch the game, keep drinking. I leave with the other girl that night. Don't talk to the other girl again, and start this whole month, 2 month thing. I don't remember how long it was. And
so that's an interesting point. So when you're with somebody, let's say you sever it, all right? You sever the ties. You're with somebody, you sever it. How long before you go and you hook up with somebody else that it's okay? If you're in the same
Right away.
right away.
What do you mean right away?
Right away.
If you sever the ties,
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
right
I mean,
away, but
technically it's okay, but I mean, like from a morality standpoint, from an ethical
depends on what
standpoint,
happens. Depends on
how long. I think it depends on how long you've been with the person.
It depends on how it ends.
It's how you feel at the time, you know. I mean, some people might go through like random hookups because they're lonely or whatever, and then, you know, I mean, I think it just depends on the person.
Yeah, fantastic cheesecake, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent cheesecake. This is fantastic.
Very
I love the
good.
cherries and blueberries on top.
Strawberries.
Strawberries.
Is it strawberries?
Strawberries. Good straight, Turco.
Are these blueberries?
What are these like grape?
Blueberries, blackberries.
Blackberries?
Blackberries.
Oh, blackberries.
Blackberries gotta be
blueberries. I mean, like at this point, I mean, they really are like
chocolate syrup.
What about the situation I heard over here where you said that
You dated, even though you were dating his roommate, that you ended up with Mark anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's
the question of dating friends while they were together?
No, I was never friends with this kid. I didn't even know him when I went to
They
college.
just ended up
Like,
in
we
the
were
same
like
room.
randomly put
But
together.
Aaron, you knew him though.
I knew his roommate, Dan,
Okay.
first. And then, like, I met Mark, like, he
Okay,
was-
so you met Mark through his roommate?
No, we lived on the same floor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, like, we just, I don't know.
So it was all kind of mutual, like
Yeah.
just hang out.
Why is it okay to date amongst friends after a breakup with a friend? Or
It's
Well,
not.
that's
It's
an
a
iffy-
long-
that's an
it's a
iffy
long-
thing.
It's not.
Dude, that very
That's a very iffy.
dangerous ground you're walking on.
Why? See, my thing is, why is there all that? Who cares? Do whatever you want to do.
Well, see, I disagree. I mean,
What's it really matter? Because between you and the significant other, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's your boy, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
Oh, wait. I misunderstood the question.
Check with his feelings.
I misunderstood the question. While you said that now it made it different. That's what you said it made it different. You just said, how long does it take to date?
yeah, that's messed up.
So you're saying amongst us, if a female happens to float around the same group of guys.
Dude, if me and Aaron broke up after a breakup started dating, I would.
You probably don't do that. You probably don't do that to scumbag movie.
Oh, John, you bring up a good point. I mean, like, when is it okay to maybe there's a girl within the group that kind of everybody's kind of dated a little bit? Where?
Again,
What?
my whole joke was me trying to date Courtney Boothman because Carter dated her in high school. So my joke was, what's the difference? Carter said it's okay, and everyone else was like, I go, so what? If I want to talk to Courtney, what's the big deal? No, you can't do that.
I think
Why?
That's the move.
But that's what brings the question up.
Definitely go to your point first.
I was joking, but that's what started this whole thing.
I mean,
I was kidding one day, and I'm going,
Carter.
I said it was okay.
Carter said it was okay. So I said, so what's the difference?
I don't think Carter serious about that though.
Wait. Was Carter saying it's okay because he wants to be a good friend, or because he actually felt it was okay? Was he like, I don't think this is okay, but he's my friend, so I'm gonna say this is okay?
For guys that like Anthony and John and myself who grew up together, I mean, we literally have spent our whole lives together. I would be honest and say if I was really angry about it, go, don't do it, I'll fucking kill you. But if I was okay with it, I would say, all right, yeah, go ahead, that's fine by me.
Truthfully, if I would never date someone's.
What about
I wouldn't do one of my. I would never do that. I could. Friend's sister.
Friend's sister.
Wow.
Like,
I'm
do we have specific examples? Do we have specific examples like Don and your sister, or?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm saying if you run into a lot of problems with like family, if you breach that horizon and you date your friend's sister, your best friend's sister or good friend's sister or whatever. I mean, you already know the parents, you already know the friends, you already know the situation.
Your ex-boyfriend's brother.
You cannot break
That's a little.
That happens.
brother.
That does happen. That's what I'm saying. It didn't happen.
That does happen.
Stay away from Nick.
So I mean, like, really, like, what do we have here? I mean, do you go with like how the movies go with it? Like, oh, well, you just gotta follow your heart. Like, oh, but we have a connection. Blah blah blah. Do you go with that, or I mean, do you realistically kind of look at it and go, this just isn't gonna work? I mean, like, it's my best friend.
The only thing I wouldn't like about that is that I'd be afraid that our friendship would like fade out. Like he'd be coming over all the time, not to hang out with me, but to like hang out with her.
Yeah. I started hooking up my brother's best friend. He was like furious about it. And
Yeah, plus two.
I had to respect him. I mean, it's his friend. I just met him and it was just like hooking up, whatever. But he was like absolutely furious about it, and it was his friends first. So I mean, there was nothing gonna happen, but still, like you had to respect him first.
What if there was though? Like, what if you guys like had that connection? I mean, like there was.
Well, we did like in secret first, but then he found out. So I think it's worse.
Like, found out.
Yeah, but what about too? Like guys talk about sex. So like your boy, like you and him are having a conversation, and he like starts bringing up like, "Man, I was just banging the shit out of your sister last night, and she was just getting freaky with it." And that,
That's when you die.
That's when that conversation.
That conversation ends right there.
guys talk about stuff like that.
Yeah, guys talk about. I mean, but I think that brings up a good point. Is whereas like I mean, you lose like kind of that conversation aspect of it where. Like, if you were dating my sister, you can't talk about my sister as the way you would talk about any other girl that you, like, met.
Out of respect.
It's out of respect, but then you're kind of relinquishing, like, a man card a little bit.
Yeah, I did see that.
You know, like, if like, talking about your friend's sister, you're kind of relinquishing your man card a little bit. Like,
You're talking about friend's sister.
well, but you can't, but you're not really being, like, honest how you talk about a girl that
You gotta talk about past experiences if you're in that situation.
improvise.
You have to improvise.
I think that totally
It'd be like
complicates
fun.
everything too, because like, what if like you're out with your boys and you're the type that, not that like I do this, but like, you know, you're like going out to a strip club or something, and like, you know, you're buying, like normally like, yo, you're buying your boys lap dances and snap, and he's dating your sister, then like, that messes it up too, because then you're like, yo, I'm not buying you a lap dance, I'm dating your sister, like something like that, or.
That's why you should just try and
It's like any situation.
I wouldn't do it, but if I saw it happen at like a bachelor party or something, you let it slide, guy code. But
No, but I'm just saying.
I
like,
wouldn't do it.
Full circle a little bit. I mean, you want to wrap it all the way back down around to our appetizer about the white lies. I mean, things that are not a big deal. The bachelor party, it's kind of a rite of passage. I mean, if you're there having a good time, I mean, the fact that he's gotten to a bachelor party, I'm sure his wife knows at that point that he's at a bachelor's party. I mean, she's got it in her mind that things that
They know
go
what's
down.
going down, but
She knows what's going down. I mean, there's a trust issue there, all right? And we talk about the white lies in the beginning, and I think that, like, here, if she trusts him enough to go out with his friends, and don't get me wrong, the friends, you guys are kind of a lifesaver at that point. Like, you gotta keep him in check, make sure that he doesn't do anything, like, that's gonna get back.
like you need to go out.
Right, yeah, you need to go out with him.
I was just gonna say, because you know what? Don't mess with strippers or prostitutes or gambling.
You're not getting anywhere with that. You're not.
Mitch is gonna wrap us up for our final.
Thanks, John. Well, as you guys can see, I mean, clearly, these are all situations where it totally depends on the people. Clearly, we're all friends here. We're able to talk about this stuff, and sometimes we're on the same page, but it's good to see that sometimes we're not. A lot of these situations are so person-dependent, so very dependent on the person that each person has their own take on the situation, so it's really nice to see. So again, I want to thank you guys, but stay with us. We're going to be right back, and we're going to wrap things up for you.
guys for hanging out with us tonight. We had a lot of fun. Please visit us at sautesessions.com. That's 1-8. Visit us on Facebook. Search Saute Sessions. Like us. And check out YouTube. Keywords Saute Sessions.
And I just want to thank everybody and thank John Ferdinand, our host, Mish Landsberg, and for myself, Anthony Turco, and for all your relationship stories
and lessons.
Make it a Saute session. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Play hard, Carter. Play hard.
Rap Shack.
You could be the new delight.
That was good. One take. You like work?
Yeah, one take. Hey, one take.
Yeah, that was bad.
One take,
Right?
Dude, I'm down.